Did you know that 65% of gym-goers limit their bicep growth potential by focusing solely on isolation exercises? The truth about building bigger arms might surprise you. Research from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning shows that compound movements activate up to 40% more muscle fibers in the biceps compared to traditional curls alone. This increased activation leads to superior muscle growth and strength gains over time. A comprehensive study tracking athletes over 12 weeks found that those incorporating pull-ups and rows alongside curls experienced 27% more bicep growth than the curl-only group. The science points to a clear advantage. Compound movements trigger a stronger hormonal response and enhance overall arm development. The key to maximizing bicep development lies in breaking free from conventional wisdom. By combining compound exercises like chin-ups, rowing variations, and climbing movements with traditional curls, you create a more complete stimulus for growth. This approach not only targets the biceps from multiple angles, but also engages supporting muscle groups, leading to better functional strength and improved muscle symmetry. Recent data shows that alternating between compound and isolation exercises can increase protein synthesis by up to 35% compared to isolation movements alone. This translates to faster recovery and more efficient muscle building. Want to transform your bicep training? Drop a comment with your favorite compound exercise for bigger arms. Did you know that most people are wasting time with bicep curls when there's a scientifically proven superior alternative? Let me show you why chin-ups are the game changer you've been missing. Studies from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning research reveal that chin-ups activate significantly more muscle fibers than traditional bicep curls. While bicep curls isolate a single muscle group, chin-ups simultaneously engage your biceps, latissimus dorsi, and core muscles, creating a compound effect that accelerates strength gains. The research shows that chin-ups produce up to 60% more muscle activation compared to isolated bicep exercises. When you perform chin-ups, you're not just building stronger arms, you're developing functional strength that translates to real-world activities. Professional athletes and strength coaches consistently choose chin-ups over bicep curls because they improve overall upper body coordination and muscle balance. The vertical pulling motion strengthens your shoulder stabilizers and enhances posture, benefits completely missed by standard curls. The most compelling evidence comes from long-term training studies. Athletes who prioritized chin-ups demonstrated superior muscle development and functional strength compared to those focusing solely on isolation exercises. They also reported fewer training plateaus and reduced risk of repetitive strain injuries. Want to transform your training approach? Try replacing your bicep curls with chin-ups for the next month and share your results below. Did you know that 83% of people perform chin-ups incorrectly, severely limiting their bicep gains? Let me show you the science-backed method that changes everything. The key to maximizing bicep activation during chin-ups lies in the details research has uncovered. Start with a shoulder-width grip, hands fully supinated, meaning palms facing toward you. This position engages the biceps brachii more effectively than any other grip variation. Studies from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning research confirm that maintaining a controlled tempo of 2 seconds up and 2 seconds down optimizes muscle fiber recruitment. The data shows this approach leads to 23% greater bicep activation compared to rapid, uncontrolled movements. Here's the crucial part most people miss. Rather than focusing solely on getting your chin over the bar, concentrate on driving your elbows down and back. This mental cue activates the mind-muscle connection, resulting in superior bicep engagement throughout the movement. Research demonstrates this technique generates up to 35% more bicep stimulation than traditional methods. Remember to maintain full range of motion, allowing your arms to extend completely at the bottom while keeping tension in your biceps. This promotes optimal muscle fiber recruitment and prevents momentum from taking over. What's your biggest challenge with chin-ups? Share your experience below and let's perfect your form together. Did you know hammer curls are the secret weapon for building massive biceps that most people completely overlook? The science behind this might surprise you. Research from the Journal of Sports Science shows hammer curls specifically target the long head of your biceps brachii and the brachialis muscle, components often neglected in traditional curls. This unique movement pattern engages muscle fibers differently than standard bicep curls, leading to increased arm thickness and enhanced overall strength development. The neutral grip position used in hammer curls reduces stress on your wrists, while maximizing muscle activation in your forearms, creating a more comprehensive arm workout. Modern sports medicine has validated what bodybuilders have known for decades. Varying grip positions during bicep training leads to superior muscle development. Hammer curls bridge the gap between old-school training wisdom and contemporary exercise science. Studies demonstrate that athletes who incorporate hammer curls into their routines experience up to 15% better muscle activation compared to those who stick solely to traditional curls. For optimal results, experts recommend performing hammer curls twice weekly, using moderate weights and focusing on controlled movements. This approach ensures proper muscle recovery while steadily building strength and mass. The technique works equally well for beginners and advanced lifters, proving that sometimes the most effective exercises are also the most straightforward. What grip variation do you prefer for building bigger arms? Did you know that most people perform bicep curls incorrectly, leaving up to 40% of their potential muscle growth on the table? Let me show you why cable preacher curls are the game changer you need. The secret lies in constant tension throughout the entire range of motion. Unlike traditional dumbbell curls, cable preacher curls maintain steady resistance from start to finish, activating more muscle fibers in your biceps. Research shows this continuous tension leads to enhanced protein synthesis and faster muscle development. The preacher bench's angled pad eliminates momentum and body swing, forcing your biceps to do all the work. Studies have demonstrated that isolated bicep exercises using cable resistance produce 23% more muscle activation compared to free weights. This increased activation translates to better muscle development over time. The controlled movement also reduces strain on your shoulders and lower back, making it a safer option for consistent training. The key benefit comes from the cable's unique resistance profile. As you curl, the tension remains constant through both concentric and eccentric phases, creating optimal conditions for muscle growth. This mechanical advantage ensures every rep contributes to your progress. Whether you're a beginner or advanced lifter, want to transform your bicep training, try cable preacher curls and share your experience in the comments below. Did you know that incline dumbbell curls can trigger up to 30% more muscle growth than traditional curls? Yet most people avoid them entirely. While standard curls remain the go-to bicep exercise in gyms worldwide, research shows incline curls create a significantly deeper stretch at the bottom of the movement. This enhanced range of motion activates more muscle fibers throughout the bicep, particularly in the long head. The incline position forces strict form, eliminating the body's natural tendency to cheat through momentum or swinging. Scientific studies demonstrate that time under tension increases substantially during incline curls, leading to greater microscopic muscle damage and subsequent repair. The key revelation lies in the mechanics. When performing incline curls, your arms hang behind your body, creating an extended stretch position that conventional curls simply cannot match. This increased stretch activates specialized stretch receptors within muscle fibers, triggering enhanced protein synthesis and muscle growth signaling pathways. While initial progress may seem slower compared to traditional curls, the long-term hypertrophic benefits are significantly greater. Despite clear evidence supporting incline curls' superiority for muscle development, many lifters resist changing their routine, preferring immediate satisfaction over optimal results. The question remains, will you prioritize short-term gratification or commit to evidence-based training for maximum gains? Did you know that 67% of your arm mass comes from the triceps, not biceps? Yet most people completely ignore this muscle group. Research from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning shows dips activate all three heads of the triceps simultaneously, making them one of the most efficient exercises for building arm thickness. While traditional exercises like pushdowns have their place, dips create unique mechanical tension that promotes sustained muscle growth. Studies comparing dip variations to other triceps exercises revealed dips produced 1.7 times more muscle activation when performed correctly. The compound nature of dips also engages the chest and shoulders, contributing to overall upper body development. Despite skepticism from traditional bodybuilding circles that favor isolation exercises, modern sports science increasingly supports the superiority of compound movements like dips for long-term progress. The evidence shows that individuals who incorporate dips into their routines consistently achieve greater arm circumference gains over 6 months compared to those relying solely on isolation exercises. This stems from the exercise's ability to handle progressive overload while maintaining joint health through natural movement patterns. The real question isn't whether to include dips in your routine, but why you haven't started already. Are you ready to transform your arm development with this proven approach? Did you know that traditional bicep curls only target 60% of your arm's potential? The game-changing Ottman curl technique is revolutionizing arm development, and today you'll discover why elite trainers are making the switch. The Ottman curl uniquely combines 3 essential movements into one powerful exercise. By integrating flexion, extension, and rotation, this technique activates multiple muscle groups simultaneously. Research shows this triply action movement increases muscle fiber recruitment by up to 20% compared to standard curls. The key lies in the rotational component, which engages often neglected stabilizer muscles while promoting balanced development across the entire arm and forearm complex. Studies conducted at leading sports performance institutes reveal that athletes incorporating Ottman curls experience significantly faster strength gains than those using conventional methods. The technique's effectiveness stems from its ability to target both type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers through varied resistance patterns. This comprehensive approach not only enhances muscular development, but also improves functional strength and reduces the risk of imbalance-related injuries. During times of training plateaus, Ottman curls have emerged as a breakthrough solution for continuing progress. The method's scientific foundation and proven results have made it a staple in professional training programs worldwide. Top athletes report breaking through strength plateaus within weeks of implementation. Ready to transform your arm training? Share your biggest arm development challenge below. Did you know that bodyweight rows can activate up to 85% of your upper body muscles simultaneously? Let me show you why this matters for your strength journey. When performing rows, your body creates a remarkable chain of muscular synergy. The biceps initiate the pull, while your shoulders stabilize the movement, and your upper back muscles generate the primary force. Recent electromyography studies have demonstrated that this compound movement achieves superior muscle fiber recruitment compared to isolated exercises. The true power of rows lies in their ability to bridge theoretical muscle isolation principles with practical functional strength. Your body learns to coordinate multiple muscle groups in a single, fluid motion exactly as nature intended. This natural movement pattern enhances not just individual muscle strength, but also improves overall upper body coordination and power output. The key to mastering rows isn't about lifting the heaviest weight or performing endless repetitions. Instead, focus on maintaining precise form throughout each repetition. Start with your arms fully extended, engage your core, and pull your chest toward the bar while keeping your body rigid. The controlled tension during both the concentric and eccentric phases maximizes muscle engagement and growth potential. What if the secret to unlocking your true strength potential isn't about choosing between isolation or compound movements, but mastering their perfect balance through rows? Did you know that 67% of fitness enthusiasts are sabotaging their gains without even realizing it? These 5 critical mistakes could be holding you back. The first trap is overtraining, which releases excess cortisol and actually breaks down muscle tissue instead of building it. Research shows that training the same muscle group more than 3 times per week can decrease strength gains by up to 40%. Smart athletes focus on recovery as much as workout intensity. Your nutrition plays an equally vital role. Studies reveal that failing to consume adequate protein within 2 hours post-workout reduces muscle protein synthesis by 30%. The often overlooked leg training not only builds overall strength, but boosts testosterone production, enhancing total body muscle growth. Most people focus solely on biceps, yet triceps make up 60% of your arm mass. Neglecting them creates both aesthetic and functional imbalances. Perhaps most surprisingly, maintaining the same training volume becomes counterproductive after 6 to 8 weeks, as your body adapts and plateaus. Research indicates that periodically varying your volume by 20% can restart muscle growth and break through plateaus. Science shows that implementing these corrections can double your results in half the time. The key is understanding that sustainable progress comes from intelligent training, not just intense training. Which of these mistakes have you been making in your fitness journey? Share your experience below.